miss any action. I promise we didn't. And so we're at it at map number 2 between the Japanese and the Chinese-Russian mixture of Roar. As already Roar showed us what they can do on train after they looked a little bit shaky for a few moons during the second half. Right now, they might be able to get more out of this. In Takesh, though, as this is the map of the Japanese site, we might have more to come. With now Fjorn already lost, it might be win Fed Vadim as well as Ethan doing the job. The aggression now comes on the A site. And so first of all, Fed needs some of the shots. Does it with one. Vadim is there for assistance back on car. As well as for Highway. This might get a little tricky right now. As there he comes on site, tries to hit the shots, and he just realized he has 3 bullets left. This is where he then falls. And Ethan on his own against Free has no kit in his hands. Finds a player aggressing towards him. That was nice in the end. But 1-0. Remember, that was the same way back on train. As now the AKs as well as the rifles, excuse me, as well as the submachine guns are on the board. Remember, Roar had a few rounds where they were able to take down their opponent who had that kind of equipment. There. Well, the body shot is there, rather rotating back before being caught out by the scout. It can get very uncomfortable if you don't hit those shots then against the budget up. There it goes. There it goes. Fed hitting his first. Not sure if it's the best idea to repeat. He still does it. And now I said absolute. You have 2 low HP players. It makes it a little bit harder. The players of Roar, though, 30 more seconds. There's a bit of pressure now being built up. Xanox. No more Fjorn. He finds his body shot onto 1. Now the scout. Oh, what a timing. Vadim with the reload. As it couldn't have been worse. He now needs to reload at the time where the players are crossing. Oh. Nice try. I think crouching is the best option for getting some kind of shots, but that's just my feeling. So, Roar dealing a good bunch of damage, trying to go for the EFIT frags. For the EFIT, what the hell am I saying? For the exit frags, logically. Fed now needs to do that. So as no one comes towards him, UMP at least being picked up. 2-0 for Absolute, and they can extend that lead logically to our classic 3-0 line. And that's an Absolute in case they would right now take home any victory against Roar. It would be actually, and that's very nice to see, first 3 points gained without, that's very important, without a default win. There comes the first one. Fed, no chance to have the aggressing players, no one taking really middle. That is kind of unfortunate to then fall down to that, but right now Asset Absolute shouldn't have too much of a problem. The body shots that are raining in, making it all very bad right now for Takesh. Takesh is somehow the favorite player of the Russian-Chinese side, because when you weren't there yet, and when we were actually about to connect to the server, a lot of nice comments towards Takesh. I like legit nice comments. This is not a joke. This is not sarcastic. And we're a lot of nice comments in there. A few nice shots coming in from Vadim. Not much more. Knife. Only honorful men play knife. Tomorrow I will Fjorn. Oh, vacation. The console says something. I don't speak Chinese though. Okay, they got TeamSpeak problems. And while we have TeamSpeak problems, did you know that Japan was originally, more likely the Japanese population, calls its own country Nippon, or how they actually say
Nippon. Nihonkoku.
Nippon. So, something learned. What else do we got? Let me see. What else can I tell you? 126 million people live in Japan. 337 people per square kilometer. The capital is Tokyo. I think that's not surprising. The national... Oh, that's interesting. The national holiday is the 23rd of September, as it is the birthday of... Oh, now I have to look up the word. Hold on. Of the emperor. Emperor, really? Is that the word? Interesting. And let's see, what do we do? What do we got? What do we got? No, that's very interesting. So as I told you, the country is called Nippon in original Japanese, and it comes together from the word sun in Japanese called ni, and the word origin or start, hon. Nihon is also the alternative, which basically Nihonkoku is state Japan, or also Nihon is legitimate the word for Japan. So yeah, that's cool. Okay, something learned. And that's why Japan is also called the country of the rising sun, if you didn't know. And Nihon is used more on a daily basis, whilst Nippon is used more on an official basis. Let's see, what else do we got? Japan. So if you don't know Shiba Inus, I think you've done something wrong. One of the most traditional Japanese dog breeds. So let's see what we got otherwise. The biggest minority in Japan are Koreans. What else do we got? By the way, this is a very interactive stream, so all your questions are going to be answered. Hello, Jerry Can. I'm doing good. I'm reading a lot of stuff about Japan right now. How are you doing today? Okay, what else do we got? Anything interesting? Okay. We're just waiting it out. And let's see. Where was I? There was I. Most interesting stuff. Okay. The main trading partner of Japan in the year 2016 has been, so export was United States, import China. And the main products that exported Japan were car parts and machinery. And the major part they imported has been electronics and resources. I don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff to see. It's a lot of stuff about Japan to know. And if you're wondering why we're waiting, we're having some TeamSpeak issues on the Roar esports site. And you know, I talked earlier about the most popular dog breed in Japan. If you don't know, now I'm going to show you. Those are Shiba Inus. Look at that. And look at that. What a cute Shiba Inu, isn't it? So those are, I think, oh, no. There's also that story about that one dog, and I think, how is that called? Akita, no, Hajiko. If you don't know the movie Hajiko, it is based around the dog. Let me see. Hajiko. Hachiko? No. Hachiko. Oh, I wrote it wrong horribly. Dog's Tale. So, it's a drama film based around a true story of the faithful Akita Ino. Because that Akita Ino, that one, he got a statue. His owner died a few years back. It was back in 1923, I think. Let me see. There's a story. There's a real story behind Hachiko. Let me find it. Let me find there's a real picture of Hachiko. Let me just find it. There. This is Hachiko. So Hachiko was waiting for his owner. Let me see. How many years? This is in German. I'm sorry. So the university professor took him to Tokyo, and every day the dog waited at the train station. So at one point, the professor died, 1925. And from then on, Hachiko waited every single day at the train station. And every single day, I have to remove the music, it's a very sad story. Every single day, he was waiting at the train station until he died in 1935. In 1935, he was found dead after 10 years of waiting for his owner to come with the train back home. I don't usually cry at movies, right? But if you ever really have a very sad day and you want to get sadder, watch the movie Hachiko. I swear, you will tear apart. You will tear apart. I promise you. Either way, 3-0, the Japanese side right now, extending their lead eventually. We're already getting that first rack, a second one coming in. Somehow the scout successful enough, but Poem. Yeah, there it goes. And as now that ball bang even works, the bomb is still planted. There's a kit onto Fjorn. And they are taking the time. This retake seems to be not initiated at all. Rather going for the save here. Understandable decision. And so we got ourselves the 4-0 S5 Absolute, extending their lead. Oh man, the Hachiko story, it really gets me. It's drives me crazy sad, man. Drives me crazy sad. But right now, it might be also crazy sad for Roar Esports, and that's the thing, this would not be their first tie in a best of 2 series. First successful on map number 1, but also Roar. I mean, they have done it already against Eclipse, who are funny otherwise out of the tournament. So the only team that did not receive 3 points against Team Eclipse is actually War. As they're losing Fjorn already. Fett now needs to defend that A side for the moment on his own. Fully flashed, one of them is. Sprays on point. Win finding himself one. Blast gets himself though even. Back to a 3 versus 2. Where Win comes closer but gets denied. Vadim with that AWP should just bring it home safely for the next round, as there's not much to conquer with that gun. No, Jerrykin, I'm sorry. I saw your message just right now. Not the best start of the day. Probably my fast streamer. She's hung over. Well, sometimes you are hungover. I think that's fine. I can judge. I didn't watch. But first of all, you can right now judge that Vadim is doing a good job with that AWP for the moment. So 5-0. Absolutes fighting right now against Aurora, barely having any decent economy. So, flashbang doesn't help too much. It didn't seem like it blinded anyone there on the S5 Absolute side towards middle. They want to try to aggress it as much as possible with those pistols. It might could work. I'm not quite sure if Takesh will be satisfied if he goes now for that aggression. As there, Poem finds himself fed. And with Fat taken out, Vadim just follows him into the grave. So, any side can be now attacked. The pressure is down to S5 Absolute as the time is taken away. It should be the A side to be moved on as soon as possible. The dedication seems to be there. Poem checking, hopefully, for a clip in the second, but before he can even do bars, he finds Ethan. That bomb goes down. 6-0, F-Set Absolute, extending not only your lead, but also your astonishingly good economy. As he taps away one. Come on, do it again. No. What I think of the Virtus Pro edition of Michu. Well, I think first of all, removing tasks is a good idea. But I think there's much more to it. There's much more to it than just removing a single individual. Michu is a very talented young man, as he can perform well under the Virtus Pro banner. I still don't see like that is the major change for VP. I still feel like there's something to it everyone is missing. I mean, don't get me wrong, the players are quite alright, but I mean, guys like Pasha and guys like Snacks, guys like Neo and Pasha, they're comparatively old in the CS scene. I mean, both of them are 30 plus. So I don't really feel like that roster in total can still prevail somehow. In total, prevailing, he does that with the shots. But right now, with the 30 seconds, excuse me, with the 50 seconds left in the clock. As I right now taking a late aggression, it's only going to be one man back on the site of B, and that will be Arvadim. He whiffs the shot, and Laz is there in return to punish. You have to hit your shots, otherwise it's all down to nothing. And that pretty much happened right here. That bomb's going down in the last 10 seconds. We see that actually Ethan would have the mollo, but he's not close enough. Oh, what a move! I love to see that. Poem doing the ninja kind of stuff. Bro, that's kind of not what to say, but that jump was lovely to watch. As he does a backflip at the same time. I wish you could go around your own buddy. But either way, Roar losing another one, coming in, but by that's not so great. And Jerky, Tyler is really good. They're winning on Inferno 9-5. FaZe is winning 1-0 maps. Yeah, well, I mean... But I like to see Tyler doing it. I mean... Asian CS is very underrated in some circumstances. I mean, what we have seen here, there were also very many occasions where you thought, how the hell is that even legit working? But either way, I somehow also enjoyed that there's a fresh kind of scene with a fresh kind of potential coming in. Oh, and there, Fjorn. Yeah. Incredibly done how this is an A-site take, working like it has never been done differently before. And what I have to say, from what I've seen so far, and I have to give you that, one team I found just astonishing, or two individuals I just found astonishing, are actually Leo and Monster from Fierce Tiger. Watch a few of the games they've done. They can be, as individuals, so goddamn strong that no one could tame them. Not even Barcy, not even Ethan. As it is 8-0. And the Roar Esports sites are looking hella weak right now. With that AO being the case, unsatisfying for Roar. The pause didn't help them too much. And so, Molotov burning away. Position now kind of exposed because they should know that there's one into vents. Smoke being popped. And two in checkers. Flashbang not doing the job. Perfectly done, so hide yourself from that. And whilst Ethan might have a good position as he stands there in the smoke, he pops the flash and goes for no one. He does find himself one, but then gets taken out instantly. That should have been not happening either way. But with another smoke popping, that could be all working. As first of all, Vadim has to be expected. Last finds himself Fjorn. And on the top, Vadim gets denied. Fed is pretty much on his own. He is on his own. And so, it doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop right now for the lads of Asset Absolute. 9-0. And we have another pause incoming. 6-0, Derpino says. Eventually, maybe, could happen. And as we're having ourselves 9-0 and a pistol round basically coming in from Roar, double digits should be pretty much secured. Nothing coming up against that Japanese strength on the T side at that point. Frags, though, they're coming aggressive. Now this comes right from behind, and surprisingly successful this is. Wind finally taken out, but that was kind of worrying here. And his 10-0 doesn't stop. The Mollo. There comes the smoke. Instantly extinguished. But there, Vadim finding himself the frag. So entry is on the site of the Russian-Chinese mixture. Aggression. Forest is right now. Wind. To go behind the box. I'm not quite sure if, though, Asset Absolute is aware of that situation. Vadim. Oh, he's onto a triple. Could go for more. He finds himself the no-scope. Oh, that shot was so close, but then in the end, it is Wind. The first one from War. And Vadim, he has had a major impact on that. And I realized that I accidentally muted myself. I love my life. Resident sleeper caster. Sometimes. That's we're at it. Oh, Vadim is right now kind of on fire, it feels to be. Last 2 rounds, he has done a major impact and a major work for his team. So... And as Takesh Let's see if wind. Yeah, this is right now somehow going very much in favor of Roar. And that's Roar somehow getting that right now done. I'm not quite sure how to feel about it. Yeah, there you go. Because, like, as an absolute, when you take a look at 10 in a row, and then, like, falling short is no major thing, because you already got yourself 10 rounds for the upcoming half. But still, you don't want to just fall short and leave it down to your opponent there in the end. So focus for 12 to 3 and you're good to go, basically. So then you got yourself also the opportunity to then, in the second half, go for that pistol in a quite good manner. There. Oh, wind fully flashed, has no chance to see anything. Fjorn tries to push through, gets denied. So now the op of Vadim. he's getting actually Poem fully flamed out. There it goes, as Vadim, actually Vadim as well as Fed now needing to find frags. They do so, Laz on his own. And I think peeking is the most deadly thing you can do right now. He still does it somehow. Finds himself one, needs to escape the flames. He goes up and does it. Laz, as he stands in the Inferno, birds away, but the Japanese guy is focused enough to find both. And that's a Japanese site. I mean, they're so close to actually tying this down, and if they do, they've got themselves a quite decent second half incoming. As the first one falls down, I mean, the utility's comparatively low right now onto Roar, so finding yourself the best defense is kind of hard. With a good positioning, though, from Fjorn to find at least one, he instantly gets taken down. 3 versus 2 it is. Not too many aggressions he should do, but in the end, Takesh gets himself at him. And that will mean now only wind against 2. With an M4 in hand, he could find both. The wrong timing it could be, as he has the nade in his hands, but from the top comes one! You can't do this! This is not okay to just go up, but then as he said, it denies the rifle. As it is 12 to 3, it's pretty much right now done. And now, I said absolute. How fast is Roar here? Just going full throttle on the side of Ace. Say, screw you, SN. I don't even care. And so it goes. Frags happening left, right, and center. The CT side somehow has to get back on the side. They have a kid. Last finding himself one there. He has to find two more. Oh, that got close. He finds himself that, but it's not working. Oh, Ethan. He seals the deal there for War, as it was way too tight though. One frag with the ZZ. You hate to see it. The nade does the job though. But it's only Ethan, and somehow the pistols seal the deal right now for SN Absolute. It hurts so much, and it's a tough pill to swallow for Roar in case they're really losing this. As Ethan, I mean, he's running out of chances, obviously. He finds himself one, could find himself the second, down to 9 HP. It's not much more to do wrong. And there it goes, 13-4. Roar's economy is down the drain. So, SN Absolute, with that perfect defense, they are up and running right now. Could be a little bit more they're hitting. There it goes, 14-4. Roar Esports are definitely falling short in this, and I think we can count this pretty much as over, as right now another force will come in. Roar will not give SN Absolute the 15th, at least they will not try to. There's the rushing that now needs to be bars at finding one and two, but not the third. That's already the A side once more taken. That happening though, logically taking them all out. Fed has to rotate away. He runs through the flames for attack edge. And that right now secures the 15th. There's though the bomb plant helping them out a lot. So, will it be 16-4 or not? As of right now, goes in with a good spray. First of all, team damage. So it goes, Barcy finding himself Fjorn. There's the entry for the CT site. The Japanese, not much more to do to secure that round, actually, and secure the entire victory over that map. Then Barcy, not checking the door, interestingly enough, getting wallbanged. And so it comes down to Poem, who only finds himself one. The retake, that's going to be a little bit tougher right now. Find the first, and then it's only even. That is now 16-4. Roar Esports finding themselves the success they were looking for. And to just take a look right now, next up, eHome versus Imba. And that, well, to say it like this, is going to be a very, very fairly interesting match. I just missed the graphic. Hold on. eHome? Where's eHome? I got it. Okay, I'm taking that back. So we're going to be back in a second with the Chinese playing against each other.